Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Turn on the Medoobly. Yeah, hope you all are doing good today. Being a nice, chill Thursday. Emphasis on the chill. It's actually been quite cold here in the UK at the moment. Well, to be fair, it's been kind of a wet and windy week here in general. But I suppose some of that is likely just because of autumn weather. Because it is the end of October, so it's guaranteed to get colder. You also don't quite realise how much shorter the days actually are until it's suddenly pitch black at 6 o'clock. Or you see sunset at 5:30. Yeah, that really throws you off. Nah, you know what's even weirder? Tomorrow is actually midnight here in the UK. Our clocks actually go back. Cause for my US peeps, our clocks go back about a week or two before you guys, to my knowledge. Don't know about other countries and when their clocks go back, but I know the US, their clocks go back 2 weeks after ours, us Brits. Which, yeah, fair enough. Different time zones and what's it? But that does make me wonder, when did the clocks go back for places like Australia and Japan? Because, well, the US is like 8 to 5 hours behind the UK, and I think Australia, Japan is like kind of the opposite. 8 or 9-ish hours ahead. So if our clocks go back 2 weeks before the US clocks go back an hour, when do Japan and Australia's clocks go back? You know what, whilst we're loading up the game, because we're going to be playing a bit of Warframe today, I'll quickly look it up. Because I am genuinely curious. When do clocks go back to... No, Japan actually doesn't. They don't observe daylight saving times. Okay. What about Australia? Australia. Hmm. Apparently, wait. Okay, so Australia's is reversed. They go forward in October and back in April. Huh. How curious. How curious indeed. Anywho, game is loaded up now. And I do have a bit of good news on it. Oh. And that is... You might notice that the profile uses a different name. It uses my PS5, what's it name? That's cause between today and the Warframe stream last week, I have actually switched over to the PS5 version of Warframe. Just cause it runs better. That, and it still has all the gyro aiming stuff I like from the Switch version. It also even supports the haptic stuff for the DualSense, which is really nice. Anywho, go for today. I am missing a lot of quite a few kinds of mods that would be useful.
Impressive.
Oh yeah, Spooky Burrow is back. He does have some good Prime mods, but I'm sort of not massively in. Well, because ones he's bought are the prime melee damage and primed pistol crit rate, which yeah, definitely useful. But as you know from last week, I just do not have any ducats to my name, so I'm kind of deciding to throw my hands up in the air, or wing hands in my case, and just go, yep, I'm just gonna save up me ducats and worry about it next, and just grind some ducats at some point. Warframe Viral Ratio. Cause that's the arbitration. That's one of our goals. And such. Okay. Right, survival mission. And what does it actually say in terms of that? Well, fuck. What does the modern My Histrix even look like? Not actually worth bringing, unfortunately. What about my Vasto Prime? Oop. Huh. Yeah, my secondaries definitely need a good boost, don't they? You know what? Screw it. Grabbing a shotgun. Yeah, grabbing my shotgun, grab my Prisma Obex. No way. I want something to take out the arbitration drones. Apparently they fixed an issue with Nightwatch Napalm, so... yeah. Okay. I don't normally usually do survival in public squads, but bit of an exception here because of one particular reason apparently. People tend to just stick around to the C rotation, which for survival is like 20 minutes? Jesus H. Christ. Well, at least, me... Ogres can just... yeah, they fixed Nightwatch Napalm. Because before, it wasn't actually... doing anything.
Life support incoming.
One thing that annoys me with arbitrations, though... when you get the things to revive someone... there needs to be... enough people with it, well, with enough Medublies gathered around the person who's needs rezzing.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
And it's actually kind of annoying. Can't you just deposit them and then go from there? So it's worth just letting one person try and revive someone. And just make sure they don't go down. I forget this thing just sends things to the sodding stratosphere. Yeah. Okay.
Ready for a capsule.
Round. Wait, where the fuck am I even going? I'm not staying with a group. No, wrong button.
Additional
Shit,
life
what button is the
support has
map?
arrived.
Oh, okay. It's up on the D-pad. Right, I forget. I have this thing modded for gas for some reason. I'm surprised they don't do something like gas and electric. Or maximum DLT. Right? Then again, I cannot remember what the bloody valence I have on it is. I think it's either toxin or heat. Because it was one of the first cougar weapons I ever got. And back then I knew that the main things to go for were toxin and heat. Well, you need to die yesterday. Yeah, damn, I forget just how strong the Prisma armor are. And again, I do like the melee weapons that aren't just swords.
The raid is off to a successful start. When you need it, extraction is ready.
Oh, someone's got essence. I just realized a bit of gaming trivia that would actually be quite helpful to new players. Especially to those who, well, mainly to those who just gotten their first prime. That's about the death orbs here. I'll make sure to make sure about it, but when you go up to one of these death orbs and you have a prime Warframe, A, it won't activate on you. Well, not immediately. But if you're... And also, if you're in Prime Warframe, it'll just straight up give you 200 energy. That's why if you're gonna do stuff on the Orc and Void tile set, which is what this tile set is officially called, don't be afraid to switch to a Prime Warframe. This also, to my knowledge, works for the Death Orbs in the Orkin derelict tile set too. Yeah, I think I've accidentally modded this Kurovus to actually be surprisingly strong. There it is. There's a Nightwave challenge for that? Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the stream lag. Shouldn't be too bad, just because where I'm playing this on PS5 instead of Switch, it's not gonna overheat as much. Because even though I don't have my PS5 in the ideal spot it should really be, it still doesn't have issues with overheating. Like shit, that's where the extraction is? Alright then. I don't know how long these guys wanna go for for. I'm guessing 20 minutes, because that's when the Z rotation drops. And to my knowledge, people typically leave arbitrations at that point. Especially because I may have not have just looked it up. Still, I would actually very much like them to change it so that for excavation or survival endless missions, it works like defense, where you do the rotation and then you just flat out get given a choice if you want to stick around or not.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
How many Vitus Essence is that? 11. Considering that I remember I had about 10-ish. That's definitely enough for hang on, if I do this. Yeah. Okay. Where are we all going? Oh no way, they're just generally scattered about. Because none of us are staying in one room for more than 5 seconds here. Which is weird, because you'd think you would want to do that. have no idea what I did to make this Prisma armor so damn strong. Remind me to actually look at the mods later. Oh, I just thought something they should, well, a way they could actually go about fixing survival and excavation missions for public squads. Make it so you can solo extract. Because that's technically what does happen if you leave a interception or defense mission. You're technically solo extracting. Just like allow us to do that. It would probably make survival a bit more appealing to for stuff like void missions, void fissures. But then again, you can get through an entire rotation of a singular lot of the 3 defense waves in 5 minutes quite easily. There's a reason why Hydron is one of the best leveling methods in the game. Well, or one of the easiest, I should say. Not quite one of the best. No, I'd say one of the best is the stealth thing, where you just put something like silence on your, well, subsume silence onto your Warframe, and yeah, just kind of go from there. I don't know what happens if you abort mission after you do a what's it in arbitration? Do a rotation in an arbitration. You know, these arbitration drones are actually somewhat easy to actually get. With this melee weapon. Typically drones like that are a pain in the ass to actually hit with melee weapon. But I suppose this melee weapon has a lot of range. Because I like hitting things from half a mile away with a melee weapon.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
And B, yeah, I can't remember what elements I have modded on it, but I think it's something like viral, well, I think it's viral. And considering the Prisma, well, Vioma has, base electric, well, intrinsically on it. Ah, sneak. I just realized a little book floating by me. That's probably courtesy of Dante. He's the reason why I have 44,000 overguard at the moment. Thank you, Dante, for making everyone's life 1,000 times easier. Especially because you probably got pissed off. You either like the power fancy of being nigh indestructible, or you just got pissed off with people dying. There's also a Zephyr Prime. I could guess that by tornadoes, and a Sevagoth Prime. Because the little... Because that thing he keeps shooting out. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up heading towards extraction in a couple of minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I want to tackle arbitrations, and I want to tackle corrupted mods today. The rest of the heat and cold 60/60 elemental mods I'll do off stream, because I really don't think you want to be sitting here watching me bullshit my way through spy vaults for 3 hours. Partly because I don't have the sanity to bullshit my way through spy vaults for 3 hours. It's my least favourite game mode in Warframe for a reason. Okay. Just wanted to let you know that I'm good for 20. Yeah, I try not to use the in-game chat on stream, but this is one of those instances where you do need to communicate when you want to finish up the thingy. Well, I could probably beat these fuckers to extraction anyway. Wukong's really good for just running to extraction. Like, if you want to speedrun a capture mission, Wukong's kind of your go-to. Load him up with something like a shotgun or a sodding Warframe in a gun, and yeah, you're good to go. Rest. Living slithers.
Share in this bounty.
Oh.
Hold out as long as you can.
Quitting time. I think we're going quite the whole Vitus Essence out of this. Alright, let's see.
Work,
18. Not bad, not bad at all. And a fair chunk of endo. That's always a plus. God, I can't remember how much the Prime mods he's offering are. Prime mods are usually in the range of 300 to 400 ducats. That's not the main reason why I'm here. I'm mainly here to trade my Virus Essence.
Shop your fill. While you still
Yeah,
can.
that's 385. That one's a straight 400.
It's all slipping away. A movement so infinitesimal, yet inexorable. Day by day, hour by hour.
Unfortunately, some stuff I do have I don't particularly want to part with. So, yeah. Ah well. I'll just have to save up for next time he shows up. Cause if Spooky Burrow shows up one more time,
You have come to collect honors earned through arbitration.
Yeesh, I can only get one? Yeah, they are about 20. Okay. Need to think. What do I want to go for? One of the pistol ones? Or adaptation. I think at this present moment, adaptation's probably the better play.
These honors were well earned, Tenno.
Cause, it's one of those mods that are just generally useful, that and Rolling Guard. Because I think Rolling Guard just gives you invincibility for a little bit. Did I get the... Yeah, I did get the secondary adapter thing.
Thanks to the... What's on your mind, dreamers?
Yeah, that ends on Monday.
It's time for Nora to say goodnight.
Yeah. What does it say the next one is? That's survival again. I don't want to particularly do another survival mission right now, so. Oh. Sorties are never a bad shout to do. So, yeah, we'll do one of those.
Otis went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty. Ah! There I go again.
One thing I gotta remember to do with this, sort out the Incarnon for it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Lavos, cause actually no, I'm gonna bring the Dexterous out. We might get something good out of this. And plus, it don't take 5 minutes. And one of the good things about Rescue Mission, you don't actually need to be that stealthy with it. You can just go with the age-old approach of murking everything.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the hostage before any harm comes to them.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter.
I don't give a shit, Samaras.
Get with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
No, that's radiation. Wrong button. There we go, that's corrosive.
The moment you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the execution sequence. Rescue the hostage before it finishes. You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
Yeah. Think of me doing this sortie as me procrastinating. That is viral. I am not using the correct sodding combinations today, am I? Ooh, not for one of these. Another upgrade bat would be more useful for my Panzerfaust with fire than anything else. And that is try to get other what's it mods? Claw mods. That's what I'm thinking of.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
Yeah, you do that bit, I'll just casually beat up prison guards with dicks. And then we run the fuck away.
Find your way to the exits and don't leave the subject behind.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can
Yeah, I
feel
should
it.
probably get to the objective.
There it is. Right for synthesis. Tame this creature so you may perform the synthesis I require.
I don't give a fuck. So shut your face up, Samaras. Did I just bounce off of that?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Going.
An excellent specimen, Hunter.
Oh,
This
someone did it for me.
sanctuary's goal of preservation.
This is fun. What? I... Okay, I turned into a fucking ghost apparently. Not gonna question it. The Archon hunts wouldn't have been a bad shout either.
That's all we have time for.
Oh, yeah, it does say assault rifle, assault rifle. The idea was to equip Lieutenant Tetra, not unequip everything. I radiate the fuck out of the thing. Yeah, just your run-of-the-mill sabotage, not anything crazy. I suppose if I get, like, endo and shit out of, this sortie, that still goes towards the goal of, getting some upgrades. Because we can use that endo to upgrade our mods.
Extracted. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
If you really think
Use
about
whatever
it.
you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell extracted. Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown. Destroy the fuel injectors. A blast door has blocked your evacuation route. Find a way to open it.
Ooh. Shiny. Wait, what the fuck am I? Okay, it's this way. Was bad day to be these guys. Yep. The ceiling blocked my thing jump. That was easy. No, the other guy ain't AFK, he just got left behind, poor sod. Yeah, the Grenier Galleon tile set isn't the most, navigation friendly. Oh, this is why there's a timer.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright. This one is a Lech Krill assassination, if I remember. Yeah, now I'm bringing out the shotgun. And yeah, hopefully we should either get a catalyst out, well, catalyst or reactor out of it, or some endo. So we can upgrade Mozamat. Then afterwards, we are going to do some corrupted mod farming.
This target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no
I just hope I have the void traces for the dragon keys, cause the crafting recipe for those,
to survive this battle, you must strike hard and fast.
you need
Nearing Krill's
void
location.
traces.
Proceed with caution.
It's kind of annoying if I'm honest. Do I need to shoot everything along the way?
Only chance
No.
for our exposed colony.
Do I want to? Slightly.
Krill is highly unpredictable. We suspect he may have other tricks up his sleeve. To survive this battle, you must strike hard and fast.
Yeah. And we have to wait for everyone to actually get
There's
it.
a heavy unit approaching.
Whoops, wrong button.
You've located the VIP.
Right.
Time to go to work.
You know the all of them. Sneak up behind him. Shoot his backpack. Get him to slam so he freezes himself. Rinse and repeat. Yeah. Not the most ripped in Flame World. And he's dead. We're gonna leave now.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Are you? Incredibly bad word. go. Okay.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Oh. Okay, I got a mod drop chance booster. Which unfortunately isn't actually that useful in this particular situation, cause of one particular reason. We aren't doing random, like, drop chances for mods that you just get from random drops out in the field. Which is slightly unfortunate. But we have it for a couple of days, so I can definitely make use of it. So, yeah. That all works out. Right.
Orders reminds the operator to take time for themselves. Pressure creates diamonds, yes, but it also creates rubble.
Yeah. How many... do I have? Okay, I have... speed is greatly reduced, health is greatly reduced. Damage is greatly reduced. Shield is greatly reduced.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Really, I don't have a galvanized mods plugged in. Or at very least galvanized chamber. There we go. Right. How painful is this? Yeah, this is the max speed I can go. Right. Where do we... oh, yeah. So the Orcan Derelict tile set used to be on an old set called the Orcan Derelict. Choco, I know. And you needed Orcan Derelict keys or nav coordinates to actually get there. But then they decided to change it so that you don't anymore. Okay. So Flipnote's version of corrupted mod farming.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
is do the capture node.
Target located. Bring them in. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Capture the target.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive
Now,
back at base.
search
Your part is
around
done
for
here
where
now.
for a unique looking door. However, the only kicker is that door could literally be fucking anywhere. So, yeah, get exploring. Ah, yeah,
Stay
that's
focused.
a
There's a
challenge
heavy unit
room.
approaching.
Best not to do those with the dragon keys equipped, I will admit. Yeah, it's not the most riveting thing in the world. Especially if you are actually running all the dragon keys at once, like I am. I generally would not recommend doing this. But I am a bit of a Billy No mate. And yeah, you do just need to look around, keep an eye out. Make sure to stay alive, because... Which, considering you're only dealing with star chart level enemies... And plus there's usually... another faction or something here. This dragon key door is not wanting to be found, is it? That's another challenge room. Wait, that means the one we saw before wasn't a challenge room. Okay. Must be fairly close to the extraction store.
Stay Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Nope, that's a dead end. Come on, it's got to be around here somewhere. Down here. Ah, there we go. So, on this tile set, there'll be one of these keys. Or one of these doors, and you need one of the dragon keys to open it.
You've opened an Orokin vault. It appears unaffected by the infestation.
And you grab that,
Until
your
we get you to
artifact.
extraction, that artifact will continue to affect your Warframe. Vault artifact acquired. You'll need to extract before we can verify its function. Something's wrong.
And now, rather than the infested coming after you, it'll be the corrupted. And you'll only find out
I am
what one you
pleased with your
get
performance.
once you actually extract. That one's kind of useless. Yeah, the ones you'll want are ones that affect your Warframes. What I like to call... Yeah, what I'm going to call the ability stats. And yeah, they do exactly what you think. They affect your stats. Oh. And now I need to make myself an extinguishing. And such.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Could be under miscellaneous, I think. No, it's under keys. And yeah, the annoying thing about them, they use up void traces. Oh yeah, we'll do a couple of these, and then see what we actually get out of it. Yeah. You can get these blueprints from your clan dojo. Well, you need to join a clan in order to do so. But there's probably tons of clans who are looking for new members. Or if you start playing Warframe with your mates, you could start a joint clan there.
Fabrication complete.
I have a clan of only me, just so I can get access to clan only bits.
When in Cetus, do not Drink the kombucha. You are incapable of producing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth the following morning.
And yeah, the one you want to do is this node here. Technically, considering, well, depending on how early you get access to clans, I can't remember, you could actually do that, start corrupted mod farming the second you, well, once you get to Mars. But I would not recommend it. Like,
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
if you do corrupted mod farming with friends, you can actually...
You found a target. Capture them
The
quickly
hell just
before
happened
they
there?
escape.
Alrighty. Oh shit, that was quick.
The capture target has vital information that
Shit,
we
that
will
made
need
my
to
life
extract.
easy.
We need our subject brought back alive.
Okay,
The
where's the
captive
door?
is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
No, that's I can't think of a good thing to call that room. I'm just gonna call it the laser treasure room thingy of death. That way's dead end. It shouldn't be too difficult to find actually this time round.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You get 250 energy from death orbs when you're using a prime. I thought it was just 200. Nope, nothing there. Always worth checking the side rooms. The door could be there. Okay. Let's see. Nothing over there. But there is something over here. Thing door? Nope. Whole load of bugger and nothing. Damn. Okay, it'll be here somewhere. Not in this direction, apparently. Oh, weird, annoying little door. Where the fuck ass are ya? Hang on, have I been this way? I've been this way. Yep, I have been in backwards. I am going backwards. Well, not one to ignore, well, to interrupt whatever the fuck is going on there. Yeah, sometimes they do this. Have the Dragon Key door right next to extraction.
You've unlocked
I
a
mean, it
vault.
makes life easier.
It's clean.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
artifact
one
you
thing
are
I forgot to
carrying
mention.
appears to be affecting your Warframe.
Once you actually collect the artifact,
Something is
it
different about
kind
this
of
artifact.
doubles the
Triggered
effects
security.
of the
The corrupted are here.
Dragon Key you use to unlock it.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Bit unfortunate. And we got Frail Momentum. I've not heard of that one. It's not one of the ones we want. In fact, there's actually a very small subset, well, very small amount of ones you want. You mainly want the ones that, affect, like I said, the Warframe abilities. Basically stuff like your overextended, your would help if I actually remembered half the damn names.
Saddle up.
Your fleeing expertise. Basically one where it... God, I really need to put some mods on me Lavos Prime, huh? Yeah, but basically corrupted mods are ones that give you one stat, but take away from another stat. And you want the ones that affect your ability stats, your duration, range, strength, and efficiency. Status duration is only to do with Lavos Prime, cause his unique gimmick. Because he doesn't use energy like other Warframes, he works off of cooldowns instead.
Cephalon Orders has completed a blueprint. Check the foundry.
And then we...
Sometimes Orders likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
There we go. Yeah, make sure you have a... Make sure you have a good amount of void traces to burn. If you are gonna go corrupted mod farming.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Also, you can occasionally find Kavats, well, wild Kavats, in the derelict, and that's how you get the Kavat DNA template thingies you need for actually getting yourself a Kavat.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. We cannot let our target...
Yeah, that's why I decided
Track
to
them down
just
quickly.
bring the rocket launcher.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part...
Damage reducing key be damned. I have a rocket launcher.
Ignore your original objective. Leave nothing alive.
Usually I get annoyed whenever this happens, but since we're kind of spending time combing through the place anyway, not the worst thing in the world. Also, this is a good place for farming nanospores. It's also the only place you can really get mutagen samples from. So bear that in mind. Shit, I blew up a Kavat. Yeah, so that's the invisible Kavat. And that's what happens when you have a goddamn rocket launcher.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay. That's a dead
You've
end.
broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
You know, if I wanted something with ammo, I should have bought a I should have bought me a Tonko. Ooh, Cephron fragment. Oh yeah, that reminds me of a Samoa standing farm I found out about recently. Is this one? Stay the fuck still so I can scan you. Okay, yeah, I must have missed something, cause yeah, there is no door I can find, and extraction's literally right there. Yeah, so you now have these annoying moments where you have to backtrack and see if you can find where the sodding door is.
You are part of the corruption, and we are forced to act.
And then there's these arseholes. And their hit squad
Stay focused.
is
There's a
kind
heavy
of
unit
thematic
approaching.
anyway, because they're all infested. Ah, there's the sodding door. Yeah, a bunch of infested Charger Xmuses ain't exactly gonna make me quiver my boots, mate. Okay.
You've opened an Orokin vault. It appears unaffected by the infestation. The artifact you are carrying appears to be affecting your Warframe. Vault artifact acquired. You'll need to extract before we can verify its function. Looks like some corrupted stayed behind to guard the artifact. It must be valuable.
Right. Please be a Warframe mod. For the love of
Mission
all that
complete.
is somewhat
Excellent work,
holy. Fuck. Yeah. At least I got a Kavat genetic code out of it. I remember when Smeeta Kavats were your kind of go-to thing. I think I'll do one more corrupted run. And then I'll see what the new arbitration is. Because if it's something like if it's like defense or interception, I'll probably do it. Score a bit more Vitus Essence so I can maybe get a Galvanized mod today as well.
fresh off the line.
There we go.
Otis finds it odd that humans only get a few years to live, yet spend most of that time
Doing everything wrong.
learning how to live.
Yep. And I'm actually gonna switch you to... Where are you? Mimoa. Mimoa's good for ability CC. Not to the same degree as me Hound. Like, yeah, not to the same degree as C Sharp. Me Sisters of Parvo's Hound. But still decently good.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Okay. I ain't the wonkiness of this tile set sometimes.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Target located. Bring them in.
There we go. Yeah, if you can bring a weapon that can just
Success. The captive
instantly
is safely in
put
our
the
hands.
captured target
Congratulations,
into a
Tanner.
down state, you're golden. Now, let us see where this vault is. Hello there. Oh, that's a thing room. We don't go in those.
Stay focused.
Oh,
There's
there's a
heavy unit
J-Light
approaching.
Xmas. You're now dead. We've searched all the possible exits and that in that room. It's not behind here at all. Oh, I took that off. I accidentally killed that one. Got it. Jesus, this is either gonna
Stay
take
focused.
a while.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. Nope, laser medievally room. You don't like those. I know them. Hope you're having a good day today. And bingo, we found the thing room. Are we lurking?
You
Fair
opened
enough.
An Orokin vault. It appears unaffected by the infestation. Until we get you to extraction, that artifact will continue to affect your warframe.
Alrighty, we got the
Something is different about this artifact.
what's it?
The corrupted will stop at nothing to
Let's
prevent
see
that
what it'll
artifact
give
from
us.
escaping. This won't be easy.
Hopefully a Warframe mod, cause this is the 4th bloody one we've done. And hopefully not one I already have. Cause I have a few? Ow. Okay, and there's extraction.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Tainted mag. God damn it. Yeah. At least I tried. Oh, we're up to 30,000 odd Samoa standing. 2,000 more, and I can finally get that Sodding Simulacrum key that I haven't gotten for how many years? And it's another bloody survival. Well, back into the corrupted mod mines we go. That's the thing about having to deal with RNG. Some days it really likes you, other days not so much. But yeah, at least it ain't spirals. Then again, once I get bored of corrupted mod farming, I could try and speedrun a couple of those, just to show you how I do it.
Operator, Ordis has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI precepts. You could say we forged a new connection.
Okay. This is number 5 of these, with number 5. I believe I kinda lost count already.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Okay. This one?
You found a target.
Ha!
Capture them quickly before they escape. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captain.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting duplex bond don't work when you're using Lavos. Because, well, Lavos don't have the energy to doesn't have energy that can be spent. Cause what duplex bond does is for your mowers, your hounds, and any of your fleshy companions, what it'll do is once your Warframe uses up a certain amount of energy from bio-abilities and such, it will just make a duplicate of your companion. You might be like, but Cyber, that's like one of the best things in the world. There are some restrictions. One, it can't use the ability mods you have on the companion. And two, oh shit, that was quick.
You've opened an Orokin vault. It appears unaffected by the infestation. Your Warframe is being impaired by
And
the
two,
artifact.
they only,
You've got
clones only stick
something
around for
different about
about
this artifact.
30 seconds.
It appears that you've triggered security. The corrupted are here.
Base. And you can only have 2 of these clones at any one time. It can be useful for damage. It can also be useful for crowd control, depending on what
Another job
companion
well
you're actually
executed.
using. File position. Not a particularly useful one either. Yeah. Trying to think of what companions it is good for. Like, it's a good mod in general, just cause, well, extra companion damage is extra damage, no matter which way you look into it. But I would say it works best for companions that do most of their damage or their utility through their weapon. Or you get damage and or utility through their weapon as much as you do their abilities. That's why using it on a sentinel or mower that has the Artax equipped is not a bad choice. Cause it's a laser, which are stupidly, like, fast firing weapons are stupidly good at applying status.
Ordis has completed a foundry task.
That and shotguns.
If lost upon the plains outside Cetus, you may derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call Ito Da. You may also never form a consonant again, but at least you will not be dead.
There we go. Yeah. The Artax. You get it with the... essentially with your starting companion, which was the Sentinel Taxon. Because you get the blueprint for it early on, or do you just straight up get the Sentinel now? As one of the
Intel
junction
that somebody
rewards.
vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture
Either
them.
way, it'll probably be your first companion. And it's a good one. Because of its weapon. Its precept ain't anything... well...
Target located. Bring them in.
Because all it'll do is yoink a bit of shield from,
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject
an enemy.
brought back alive. Excellent work.
So it's not
Interrogate
the
the
most
captives back in peace.
groundbreaking
Your
thing in
part
the
is done
world.
here, Tenno.
But the Artax is. like I said, it's a laser weapon. They're very good for inflicting status. Why do I mention it? It has base code on it. You inflict enough code on something, it goes freeze. Like, it ends up frozen today and can't do jack shit. I think there's also other benefits. I can't exactly remember them off the top of me head. And yeah, have that with Duplex Bond just casually making another 2 copies of it, also firing an Artax.
Heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, you can essentially just freeze stuff like that. Like, Momoa is very much demonstrating right there. Nice job, Fee. Or do I pronounce it Phil? I can't remember. It's meant to be a letter from the Greek alphabet. In a way, it's a bit of an accidental reference to Sonic if you really think about it. Because the E series, all their designations, names and shit, are from the Greek alphabet. I am going round the circles again. That leads to a different direction. Okay. No, that's a dead end. If you're farming via survival mission, this is actually a really good place to just plop yourself, because it's smart to just find a dead end to plop yourself. Because then all the whatsits will spawn at one particular area. And just funnel in for you. Making it easy to use your looting abilities, or augments, to just yoink a ton of shit out of them. Your ass of that end room. Dead end room? Nope. No, it ain't. Nope, it actually is. Good. Okay. Never mind. Let us find a different door to search through. Cause this is one of those rooms that just has a fuck ton of doors. That's one we just came game. So, yeah. Eh. Nope. Unless it's gonna plop it right by. Distraction again? Yes, yes it does.
You've opened an Orokin vault. It appears unaffected by the infestation. Your Warframe is being impaired by the artifact.
Okay.
You have
See
the
what we
vault
got.
artifact. Let's go.
Another fucking vile position.
Corrupted will stop at nothing to prevent that artifact from escaping. This won't be easy. Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
That's what I get for dealing with multiple different things of RNG on top of each other. Hmm. Oh, are there any augments we don't have? For Warframes we do have. I cannot remember where. No, now I do. They're in 2 of the syndicates that hate me. Oh yeah, apparently this particular augment's pretty good. Its 4 is 1 and makes it so that it groups enemies together. And whilst you have the ranged boys out with lethal progeny, they focus fire on them with extra electric damage and fire rate. What do you
Perhaps
have?
these will show you the path.
Joya, Scale, Nyx, Wukong, Otto, Limbo, Loki. Gades, Dynax, Gauss, Gaura.
Here's what we can do for you.
Grendel, you have the Korra's one. You also have Nidus, Nova, Mesa, Frost ones again, Sarin, Ember. Oborn's ones are here. Rhino. Rhino's actually a Warframe I would very much recommend new players to get. Because he is a very solid, tanky Warframe that isn't gonna. Well, he's one that you're gonna get good use out of just for how tanky it is. Noah's also another Warframe I'd recommend people get early on. Because he's one Warframe. Well, she's one Warframe I regret getting early on. Yeah. Shit, did I... No, I have not taken off the corrupted mods. Should we just say fuck it and try one more? Just to see if lucky number 7 does give us one of the mods we're looking for? Fuck it, might as well. Kinda wish there was a way or getting mods from specific sets. Like you can trade in, if you get duplicates of a particular 60/60 elemental mod, you can trade like, I don't know, 4 of them in for
Operator,
one you don't already
Ordis
have.
wonders, what
Something like that would be nice. It would definitely make the grind feel less annoying, so to speak. Because duplicates mods really don't do much for you other than just selling for credits or endo.
Fabrication complete.
Yep, it was that one. Okay. Once more onto a breach.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction
And
point.
I hope
Happy
to
hunting.
hell I actually get a Warframe mod this time. So one thing I'm kind of noticing with how the spawns work for the doors, it's always in or
Scans
after the
indicate our
room
target is in the vicinity. Find them.
that has the capture target in it.
Target located. Bring them in. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Alright. Let us renew the hunt for the corrupted mods. Also, if you're wondering how I know which doors I can actually check, they're the ones that glow blue.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
If they glow blue, you can go through them. If they don't, you can't. That's only true for the Orkin and Orkin Derelict tile sets, by the way. So bear that one in mind. Like this one, you can't go in. Again, not a door we can go through. That one we can go through. Nope, that leads to a thing challenge. Well, luckily this room has an upstairs. Oh, it's literally just right on here. Okay.
You've unlocked an Orokin vault. It's clean. The artifact you are carrying appears to be affecting your Warframe. You have the vault artifact.
Well,
Let's go. Looks like some corrupted stayed behind to guard the artifact. It must be valuable. Another job well executed.
Magnum Force. Plus damage minus accuracy. Yeah, what is this? I'm like having the complete opposite of streamer slot today, aren't I? Well, at least I gave it a good shot. But, hey ho.
Excellent armaments, operator.
Oh, now I can fucking move again.
Safe and sound.
Oh, so fucking liberating. I could blast through a couple of spy missions I'm at.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
That'll do. We just need something strong enough to just one-shot normal Star Chart enemies. And we just go to the particular tier of spy missions we need and go from there.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
And yeah, you want to bring a weapon that has a silent firing mode. Just so once you're in a vault, you don't alert any
You're nearing the
guards about in
console.
there.
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get
Yeah,
into our
so
hands.
if you set an alarm off, they'll just start destroying data.
Excellent work.
I actually find
Clean
Corpus
extraction,
ones
no
to
alarms.
be a lot easier to do than Grenier ones. Just cause for me they're a lot easier to just bullshit with Wukong.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I'm guessing this is the correct way. Yep.
Corpus
Oh.
walkers are heading to
Yeah,
your
what's the first
location.
one? Yeah, in the higher tiers of spy vaults, they
Data
do
extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
get rid of some of the shortcuts and such. At least to my knowledge. And now I don't do this particularly often cause yeah, I just don't like doing spy missions, period.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Okay. Oh, it's this bloody one. Yeah, most of Corpus security is just lasers.
Excellent work.
So it's just
Clean
very
extraction,
easy
no
to
alarms.
just
We have everything we came for.
deal
Get to
with.
extraction.
As you can see, I can just plow through spy missions really damn quickly with me Wukong.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And yeah, that's how I just go through a a spy mission as a Wukong. I want to show off on a higher level by mission. The Corpus Ice Planet and Corpus ship tile sets do use the same spy vaults, but they're just prettied up a bit.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Alarms! Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry.
Well, not much of an issue.
You got it. The data is still intact.
Yeah, that's because the alarm was turned on before I even got in here. And that's just, I'm guessing, put them on high alert. Oh, there was a camera there. I did not see that. Anyone else? Okay.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Looks like heavy activity ahead.
Okay.
You're nearing the console.
Right.
Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Most wise founder, protect your avaricious servant.
Yeah. Right, one more to go. And then we can leave. Orpheus techs always take a extra shot
Trigger the alarms now,
because
and they
they're
will
like
start
the
destroying
tanky
data.
boys of the career.
Alarms have been triggered. You need
God
to retrieve
damn it.
that data before the data destruction is complete. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Well, this is what we have ciphers for.
Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Yeah, the higher the tier of spy mission, the messier it might end up being. Unless you're using an Ivara with the infiltrate augment, which in that case, you would need to be actively fucking it up
Mission complete.
in order to
Excellent
trigger the
work, Anna.
alarms. Yeah, the annoying thing, well, much like the what's it? The thing bolts, the corrupted bolts. You have to deal with RNG. And yeah, to say it's annoying
Who have we got on the line? Let's check what's next.
is something else entirely. At least we got something good out of the stream. I can find where it is. We got adaptation. That's always a bonus. How much endo is that gonna take?
I've been thinking, Operator.
Yeah, that's one of those super expensive mods. Well, it seems like upgrading it, all it does, it makes it so it ramps up to 9% quite, well, a lot quicker, and it lasts for longer. Because, well, when damaged, plus 5 or up to plus 10 resistance to that damage type for 10 or up to 20 seconds stacks up to 90%. Basically, you can get up to 90% damage resistance on it, which... Oh shit, yeah, I have a legendary core. I can just use that. I forget I had one of those, on hand. Why do I have Hunter Adrenaline on here? That seems kinda pointless. Hold on, what is this affected by? Okay. Our multiplier and that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, I need to screw about with this setup. definitely want to stick a former in for adaptation. But yeah, this is helpful on a whole ton of different warframes. Like, Nova don't really need it. Like, I would say there are certain warframes you don't want to stick it on. Any warframe who has high amount of damage resistance baked into their kits, you don't really need adaptation for them. Like Nova, you don't really need it for, cause Null Star, if you build it smartly enough, you can get 9% damage reduction from her 1. Caliban's passive is a lesser version of
All set.
It's
Service your weapons myself.
but it will only go up to 50%. Actually, Lavos is like prime example number 1 of a warframe that would benefit from it. He has a lot of well, I have a lot of health and armor on my Lavos anyway, cause I am running all 3 Umbral mods on him. So yeah. Even without that, he still gets a very respectable 800 base health and 675 base armor. And yeah, I did actually use my Umbral former on Lavos, cause I am insane like that. It does mean I'll probably need to former every other bloody slot, but I don't particularly care too much. Because there's not much I would actually need. I think I just have corrosive projection just cause. What armors do I have that can fit in there? Dreamer's Bond fits in anything. Okay, yeah, that would be just ridiculous. Physique. And I already have more or less 2k health. Yeah, don't think I need that much, yeah. Oh yeah, someone came out of a stream. About Spiral. Oh yeah. I was working. Well, I don't have a burst in Prime, so I just saw it in there. Oh no, I actually need to do a thing of it to actually get the Vastu Prime. I would only really do that just to get the extra stats off the Vasto Prime. Just cause because, well, just to make it so that it makes a good, I need to just take out one higher health target. So, okay, I am in a public lobby. Good, good. Oh. I have no idea what this thing is. Well, they put Blood Rush on it. Holy crap.
One may chase after happiness through the fields all day like a fool, only to have it alight on one's open hand without warning.
Yup, it's a pole-arm. Alright. Which means you can do it standing combo whilst moving. Which works for me, cause there's a way I've started to play Wukong that I really enjoy. And that is, I went around with a melee weapon out. Oh shit. I run around with a melee weapon out, and then I'll have the clone running around with a status weapon.
Your presence is enough to hold the paradox at bay, but the environment itself will fight.
And essentially, they'll prime enemies for me. Whilst I go around meleeing everything. Well, granted, to pull this particular idea off, you really need a melee weapon with condition overload on it. I unfortunately, oh, this does not have that on it. It is purely crit. A crit setup from the looks of it. But, luckily, Visitors do vary. It's basically the roguelike side of Warframe. If the lone weapons don't have condition overload on it, well, we'll use the decrees to make our own condition overload setup. What's everyone running? Citrine, Equinox, Valkyrie. Nice, nice. I only want to do enough to get to tier 5 so I can get the Barstow Incarnate. Again, not actually for the Incarnate effect itself, because it just makes it so it can do some Fan the Hammer Overwatch Jesse type shit. Didn't that character actually used to be called McCree? Because his full name was like Jesse McCree or something. Ah, no, I don't play Overwatch these days. I can't exactly remember. Why did Fate change his name?
Life support will be scarce. Do not waste it.
Yeah, so whatever ways, pure crit melee weapons are not the best idea in the world. Just cause, well, not having any status or any form to armor strip is gonna kick you in the arse. Unless you are running a Warframe that does have armor strip built into it.
Life support replenished.
Or some sort of thing that allows you to increase the amount of damage you are doing to it. The numbers this thing's pulling are abysmal. Yeah, no, now I'm switching back to the primary. Yeah, the Barstow priming, Barstow Incarnate isn't a massive upgrade, but
Leave now or later. But leave you must, for the Undercroft is
still a useful one. Because again, I could potentially turn that into a
the Undercroft. Undo what their claws have done. Or Duviri may fall to something worse even than Thrax. The spheres you see are ambient void energy.
Ah,
Gather as
that's
much as
more
you
like
can,
it.
And use it to heal the
Add
damage.
fire to it. I bet you I can grab that. Nom. Yep, that's doing a lot better, cause if something is inflicted with a heat proc, it does reduce its armor. Not to the same degree as a corrosive proc, but it does make a noticeable difference. Yeah. But I will say that is one thing I am long overdue for really
If the Void Angel
going nuts with, grinding out the materials I need in order to plug Incarnums onto dummy weapons. I don't think I have any melee Incarnums. But I don't think I really need those too much. If there's one in next week's rotation, I'll and I plan to grab an extra Incarnum adapter or two. I might go for it. But they're usually for melee weapons I don't really use. Just cause I know I just don't use as many melee weapons as I
The Void Angels are unrelenting. You are all that
would
is keeping them at bay. Hold
primaries and secondaries. I came here to blow shit up after all. Now, what? Wukong's more of a monkey rather than a fox. But you do need a level of cunning to
thanks to you.
Okay,
Will not now happen.
we got what we need. We got what we needed out of it.
One pebble at a time, you will lift entire mountains.
Another job well executed.
And now we have one Vasto Incarnon adapter. And if you're curious about where to go to actually fit in the Incarnon, well, fit in your Incarnon adapters, go to Azarman, the the hub area, and talk to the Incarnon dude.
They aren't making Grenier like they used to. Here's where it gets interesting.
And yeah, you'll need a bunch of materials, unfortunately from Deveri. And once you get those, you can plop them in, and there you go. You have your Incarnon that you need to, well, ready to evolve it. Seems like I have the parts for the, well, the materials to actually just plop the Incarnon into it. And yeah, you have little missions you need to do. These are basically like river missions, if you will. And it'll give you extra little passives and that. But
Feeling creative? Okay. Later.
You can equip. First one's actually kind of simple. I'm gonna plot that in. This is a crit. Well, technically you could hybrid it. And that goes up to 120, so I wouldn't go too much higher. Yeah. And what it wants us to do is to do a solo mission with it equipped.
When in Cetus, do not drink the kombucha.
So
You are incapable of producing the hydraulic effort
we just
required to
go
unstick your
into
tongue from the
any
roof
old
of the
mission
knife
really.
the following morning.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Yep, that'll definitely do the trick.
Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
And yeah, these are very low level enemies.
Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
But it just gives you an idea of what I want to do with a weapon.
Great work.
Turn it
I am
into
pleased with your
a
performance.
pocket rocket that can just take things heads off. That. Find an upgrade available. And yeah, I mainly want it for the stats. Well, mainly want the what's it for the stats, because these last evos have some really good ones. Increase base critical chance by 10%, and base status chance by 10%, or increase base critical chance by 18%. Like, it can really turn it into a bit of a pocket rocket. Oh yeah. I do think we did get some meaningful upgrades today, because we were able to upgrade Vivasto Prime into its Incarnon. There isn't a Arcvasto Prime Incarnon, unfortunately. As cool as that would be. But they don't really do Incarnons for Kimbo weapons, unfortunately. But yeah. Yeah, that actually looks kind of cool, with Lavos. Not with Lavos. It's almost like the... Oh, great, the experiment failed again. Guess what? I'll put this one down. Just whips out a pistol, whips out this thing and just pops it in noggin. And if I wanted to go all cowboy with it, I could literally not equip a primary. We'll switch it over to the other one, not equip a primary, in which I would have a bigger magazine. But yeah. We made some good progress today. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call the game there for today and just go back to the Zatsu screen and just chill for 5 minutes or so. Yeah, that definitely felt like a bit of a 2 steps forwards, 1 step, whoa, 1 step forward, 1 step back kind of stream. Yeah, thank you. Dealing with that much bloody RNG in one fell swoop like that isn't the most fun thing in the world. But, yeah. Hang on, just for some. Unfortunately, I've already closed Warframe before thinking about this, but, isn't there a pistol mod? Yeah, pistol acuity. What that does is increase weak point damage and weak point critical chance, but makes it so multi-shot can't be modded. Never mind, probably wouldn't be a great idea, because that would rely on me having to hit my headshots. And I can't hit my headshots that reliably. But pump enough. Well, I feel like if I pump enough mods and void steroids into that Vasto Prime, it's not gonna bloody matter what part of the body I hit. Jack the Grenier Grunt in, he's just gonna implode on the spot anyway. Or at least that's what the plan is. Kind of meant for beefier targets I need to just kind of single out. Because I do use a lot of assault rifle, well, beam weapons, and also AoE weapons. So I don't always have a great single target damage. And for times where I do need some single target damage, yeah, that's what I want to do with Vasto Prime. And the Incarnon is just there to increase its stats more than anything else. I don't care about the actual Incarnon form at all. Unless that burst fire can quite easily burst down something like a heavy gunner. Oh, a weapon like that also isn't a bad idea to pair with a glaive. Because with glaives you can use a one-handed pistol with a glaive, like a one-handed secondary with it, and it just seems like it would be a really good fit for pairing with something like Azorus, especially if I end up getting a melee arcane adapter for it and get my hands on something like melee influence and have that nuke an entire room and then pull out and have the Vasto Prime just finish off any targets that manage to survive that explosion and from the glaive. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's my thought process. Yeah, I end up coming up with... I have plans in mind. Just cause Zorus is just, even its sort of current state for me, it can quite easily tackle Still Path style content. Like, whenever it shows up in Still Path Circuit, I will always go for it. Hope your plans work out. I hope they work out. Yeah, thank you. I hope they do. Because if it does, it'll give me some way to actually start... Oh. Give me an extra leg up on some harder content. Mainly Steel Path and the like. Because I have plenty of primaries that could do well on Steel Path. Like, hell, if I ever get the Bratton Incarnon fed, that could be a good primary for it, because apparently the Incarnon fawn on that one is pretty damn good. Or once I start working my way through Still Path stuff, purposely avoiding the spy nodes, cause fuck those things at this moment in time. That should work. Survivability in most cases is just covered by adaptation. Cause I either Because it's one of those mods that is always going to be useful for you. Unless you do come across something that'll outright one-shot you before you even have... before adaptation even has a chance to kick in, because it needs time to ramp up. And it's useful for those Warframes that don't have damage mitigation built into their kit. It's sort of another layer of survivability. And especially for... well, it can make certain Warframes even more tanky. Like, Malavos. Oh boy, he is going to be one nigh unkillable, alchemical machine now. For Warframe I got, kind of by accident. I certainly fall in love with my Lavos Prime. Mostly cause it is partially random bullshit go for Warframe. And... yeah, considering how haphazard my playstyle is, the Haphazard Alchemist is just a perfect fit for me, you have to admit it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go away now and in my own time finish unlocking all the nodes for the Vasto Priming Canon, and attempt to get more of, well, the mods I actually need to get from the corrupted vaults and spy vaults. Which, with probably varying degrees of luck, I either have days where I'm very unlucky or very extremely lucky. If my pulls on the current limited battle and Arc Knights or anything to go by, I'm in the unlucky phase. It's like I'm running around with a Wicked Season Arcana from Vampire Survivors. I'm in the curse phase. Oh, speaking of that, actually, Vampire Survivors is getting a new update next week. Actually fairly sizable one as well, from what it seems like. It was 28th, they said that's coming out. I'm trying to think of what else is coming out on the 28th. But I can't remember. Yeah, I legit just can't remember. Yeah. Huh. Damn, you... blink and 3 hours have gone by. Honestly, in terms of next week's schedule, not a clue, if I have to be completely honest. I generally don't have a clue about what I want to do stream-wise next week, or I want to take like a week off streaming or something, or whatever reason. Yeah. I would definitely say Friday I'm not likely to do, cause next week, cause I tend to like having Halloween night to actually chill. It is the 31st. Halloween's on. I can never remember if it's 31st or 30th with Halloween. Really? But I don't really do anything for Halloween, so I just tend to chill. Yeah, it is on the 31st. I'll most likely take that day off. And just chill for a bit or something. Let's see. As for rest of the week, not really sure. I know, I have to have a bit of think about what I want to do next week streaming wise. Like I said, I likely won't do Friday because I just like to chill on Halloween. Anna. Guess I'm just not that much of a Halloween person. Oh. I guess you could say I just don't particularly get in the Halloween spirit. Yeah, I need better material. The only bit I got going for me so far is the Zavok thing. And I literally feel like I'm gonna get the urge to play Zavok every time I play Crossworlds now, aren't I? And you know what's even worse? Sonic Crumble comes out soon. Then again, only on PC and mobile. Cause I'm wary about playing games that have a bit more graphical fidelity-ness. Cause, yeah, I don't want my laptop to just implode. But, hey ho. That's just kinda how it is. You know what? One thing I am surprised companies haven't started doing already. All their Christmas stuff. Like, cause companies usually jump the gun when it comes to starting up their Christmas stuff. They don't even let Halloween finish before starting to advertise that sort of thing. But it feels like they've kind of held off and actually let Halloween have its time in the spotlight. I feel like for a second it's gonna go it goes for 1st of November, in comes the Christmas stuff for the next 2 months. But, hey ho. that's the weird thing with me and stuff like Halloween or Christmas or Easter. Like, I don't mind it, but I don't get too into it either. Like, well, I would say Christmas is the slight exception with that. I just like the vibe of that time of the Christmas season of that. I don't know. It's just a very cozy vibe. And yeah. My autistic ADHD arse loves that kind of vibe. Well, I don't play a whole lot of games that have that kind of vibe, though, do I? I suppose I'm just not a farming simulator guy. Like, because if I want to do farming or grinding, I have Warframe for that. I have Warframe and Monster Hunter for that one. Ooh. I suppose I probably should let you all go for the weekend now, shouldn't I? Considering we've actually gone past the 3-hour mark. Damn. That's not something that happens particularly often. I guess I just kinda got into it today. Which, yeah, it's Warframe. I kinda do now. It's late for me. Fair enough. In that case, I think it might be a smart idea to wrap up so that the both of us can have a bit of a relax before bed. So, as always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Very much appreciate y'all doing so. Remember that. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Remember, what Novum said. Remember that tonight is the daylight savings time change. Not for Japan apparently, because they don't actually observe daylight savings, believe it or not. I looked it up at the beginning stream and it completely shell-shocked me. But yeah, tonight is when, like Novum said, tonight is when daylight savings happens. So make sure to set your clocks backwards or forwards, because I think some places it actually goes forwards. Yeah. At least to my knowledge. But yeah, just be aware that the clocks will change tonight. And yeah, so thank you all, thank you all for popping in and hanging out with us today. Very much appreciate it, and you're all welcome here, no matter if it's daylight savings or not. And I'd love to have you back. Hope you'll fair enough. Move clock forward when you change back to the summertime. Fair enough. Yeah. Make sure you all stay safe. And have a wonderful rest of your weekends. Don't know quite what I'm doing schedule-wise next week, but I'll make sure to inform you tomorrow and that sort of thing. And yeah. Hang on, wrong scene. There we go. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you, probably next week, or could even be the week after, you never know. But I'll see you when I see you. Have a good weekend, everybody, and yeah, good night.